Great. Welcome in TikTok. Welcome in Kick. Welcome in LinkedIn. Welcome in Facebook and YouTube. John here, staff software engineer, 10 plus years of experience. I'm the lead maintainer of Latterly.io, an open source website that'll help you learn to code and land your first or next programming role. And you're welcome to submit a pull request and contribute, but if you think that contributing to the website itself is maybe too difficult, one thing that you can do is just provide input on the desired feature set. So 10 major premium features, issue number 392. Feel free to drop in, leave a comment, upvote, downvote to help me prioritize what should I be working on in 2025 to make premium more interesting. And similarly, on YouTube, I frequently run polls as well as on LinkedIn and sometimes Twitter, but YouTube and LinkedIn are going to be the common ones. And so what is your biggest career pain point, which is going to help me understand what I can better provide value, what sort of content I should be creating, what sort of tools I should be building. So would love to get some votes on that. In today's stream, I'm going to be doing a Prisma upgrade packages number 370. I'm not going to be able to close 370 because there is an ESLint blocker. I did a bunch of that stuff offline. I won't bore you with it. Feel free to read the issue if you're interested. But I have a pull request that partials the GitHub issue. It doesn't close the GitHub issue. It partials the GitHub issue, number 370. So we'll take care of this. And then if we have spare time, then I will resume issue number 374. And that is recruiter search. So these two bits remain. Allowing the job search candidate to declare their years of experience and their top 3 skills, and then allowing recruiters to search on these artifacts. So I'd like to get that done too. Okay, Latterly.io, you can sign up for free, join the Discord community, hundreds of people to help you network and deal with whatever issue you're dealing with now. So let's dive into the code. I have cursor right over here. I think I already have the feature branch checked out. Should be number 390. Let's verify. Switch over into git bash. We're on 370, but it says Prisma 6. Yeah, okay. It's pull request number 390 regarding GitHub issue number 370. That was my point of confusion. Throw some likes on the video if you think it's interesting so far. That'll help the algorithm send it around. We're just getting kicked off. Thanks so much for being here. Okay, and you can see we need to resolve some Vercel issues. So this is going to be the first thing that we do here. And those will be equivalent to if I run npm run lint, if I'm not mistaken. We can verify that. And the errors are the ones we're mainly concerned with. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And these errors are good. We are seeing them by virtue of upgrading the TypeScript dependency. These errors existed all along, but they were not causing the build to break. So that's an advantage of some of the packages that we've upgraded. The feature is called Prisma v6. That's the main upgrade, but there are some other upgrades. We can see in the package JSON here. I am upgrading TypeScript itself, and then a minor bump on ESLint. I tried doing the major bump, and it had issues, so I rolled it back. And then there's some other minor fixes as well. All right. So let's confirm. Right operand is unreachable. This looks different. This looks different, actually. So let me try to npm run build. And it looks different to me. These look like the lint issues. So what is being run over here? Let's expand. It says failed to compile. And it does fail at the linting stage. So I will fix the lint issues first, and then we'll see if this type error remains. Maybe the type checking is occurring after the lint. Maybe that's why we're seeing a discrepancy here. So let's go for these lint issues first. Start in the labeled text field. Line 25, here we go. Unsafe argument of type any, assigned to a parameter of type string. Okay, so it's mad that I'm passing an any. But I gotta tell you, I don't know why, because string is designed to consume any. Oh, line 25. So is the concern that name might not be a string? Is that the concern? I see string always being passed in. Name is always a string value, yeah? I can simply use toString. 25, columns 16 and 12. Parameter of type use field config. So here's field props. Okay. So destructuring this thing when it might be undefined is a problem. So I can set a default value here. So let's see if the labeled text field issues are resolved now. Yeah, labeled text field issues are now seemingly resolved. I don't know about doing the toString this way because some things don't have toString. Let's go to node and let's say null.toString. Yeah, but if I say string of null, that works. So I'm going to prefer the string constructor on name. And let's make sure that labeled text field is still happy. Looks like it. Looks like it. Okay, so I'll go over here and stage this. This is a fix. Types. We're fixing types in that case. Now let's go to the checkbox field. I think we're going to have similar issues. So field props over here, we can set that as a default to an empty object. And then name, let's try to cast it to a string. I do get this error that my TypeScript version is too high. Let's go look at that. Yep, so we're using 573 and it wants 560 or less. Not officially supported by TypeScript ESLint. I can try to upgrade this. I think that's going to create a problem. npm upgrade. Did not seem to change the version. We'll do similarly for the parser. Did not seem to change the version. What about npm audit fix? That's next auth. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to address that currently. So I will roll that back. All right, let's npm run lint and see if the checkbox is solved now. Good, looks solved. We can go fix this route. Line 15 is complaining about unsafe call of an error typed value. Not sure what that's referring to. Okay, we'll come back. Line 20, unsafe argument of type any assigned to string or buffer or a string list. So this signature should be a string. Let's see if that resolves the complaint. Seems to resolve the whole complaint. And I could move the string up here. I think I only use the signature in one place, but that'll be a little bit more future-proof if I want to use the signature again, and if I expect it to be a proper string, that'll take care of that. That href just didn't need an as any on it. This can use a shorthand. Okay, fine. So that will be size 270 pics. There's another size. Let's go look at this basic checklist. We're kind of doing extra credit here. These are just warnings. We don't really need to fix these, but if it's easy, why not? That's my thinking. I'll box this to maybe 3 files so that we just don't have a pull request that's too large. So we want to go for, I think it was my premium checklist, eh? My basic checklist. My basic checklist. I'm already signed in, so let me go to the standard checklist. And where is the ring? Ring opacity 5. So I'm not actually seeing anything that says ring opacity 5. Let me just look for ring opacity or ring black. I see none of this. None of this. This is regarding active tooltip. Okay, so it's going to be inside of an active tooltip. Let's go find one of these. Yeah, so that'll create a tooltip. Now do I see this stuff? Now I do. So here's the ring opacity 5. What is this class even doing? What if I get rid of this thing? Who cares? Okay, it looks like it's making the outer border softer. It's either fading to transparent or it is transparent. I think it's like a second stage border. I do like it, but it's not a big deal. I could just totally delete the thing. Could just totally delete the thing. And this ring black seems to be totally ignored. So we want to replace with an opacity suffix instead of ring opacity 5. We want to use ring black divided by 5, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's what it's complaining about. Okay, so here I can see it is effective. It's really subtle. I think I'd rather this laterally violet. I'd rather make that kind of translucent and turn this into a ring laterally violet and cut that in half. Okay, so there's an actual gray, huh? Yeah, that didn't really do what I want. Maybe that's just a translucent over 5. That's not what I want. I think this is not doing what I want. So, Tailwind ring color. Why don't I just get rid of this thing? Like, what's the benefit of this ring? Here's ring 1. Let's get rid of that. Now the class is much simpler. I think it still looks fine. Do I want it to be purple? I think I can add that purple without doing the ring thing. So let's go to the get diff. So here's a violet 700. So we still get a really clear purple here. And if I want that to be transparent, maybe I need to ask Composer about that. Because that is kind of strong, right? Let's ask chat. Thanks for the likes. Yomar, thanks for being here. Okay, so it's saying divide by 50, not divide by 5. Maybe that's the reason I was getting so much transparency, like way more than I wanted. Yeah, that looks good, right? That's just like 50% transparent on the purple. That's actually what I want. Okay, so let's commit this by itself. This is going to be style trans purple tooltip border. And I think that's enough lint fixes for now. Fix minor lint. And then this one is fix signature safe type. This is not even really a fix. It's like a feature. Now let's try to npm run build. Vercel is going to try that remotely. Let's try it locally as well. Okay, what version of Node am I using? That's fine. So what's up with the type stripping? Why is it mad about the type stripping? Let me run this directly. Yeah. So that worked fine. Okay, it's just showing a warning. That's fine. Creating an optimized build, perm. Okay, so it's mad about this next trace. I think I can just delete that. So I'll rimref dot next. Cannot remove it. It's not empty. I did a recursive delete. I don't care if it's not empty. What do you mean? Let me add this to Composer. Why it won't delete? Oh, I can force it. In use by another process. Oh, okay, yeah, because my server's still running. Okay, cool, that made sense. So I actually tried upgrading along with ESLint to 19, also ESLint to 9, React to 19, and Next.js to 15. And it went well, except I ran into that issue with the ESLint. So we'll have to wait for that to get fixed. Let me get rid of this. I don't want to save that. Okay, so now I'm able to replicate this that Vercel build was talking about. Let me close others. And so what's the issue here? The right operand, the nullish coalescer, is unreachable because the left operand is never nullish. Oh, okay. Seems like a minor thing. But it can be undefined, right? I thought undefined is nullish. What I'm trying to say here is if I don't have an email, or if I don't have a password. If I don't have an email, or if I don't have a password. Yeah, I think this is poorly identified. So here, let me say if not credentials, or if I don't have credentials, or if I have credentials but I don't have an email, or if I have credentials but I don't have a password. In any of those cases, it's invalid credentials. Okay, I think that's better expressed, yeah? That's better expressed. And it's not checking nullish, it's checking falsy, because if you give me an empty string for your email, I don't want it. If you give an empty string for your password, I don't want it. So I'm happy with that. So here I will call this feat disallow empty email or pass. So we'll go see what Vercel has to say. I don't know why my local is mad here though. Now it's telling me to prefer optional chaining. Okay, that's why it was mad. So let's prefer optional chaining. I guess that'll do it. Cool, now we have a working build. Check on Vercel. Cool. Looks like we got a build. Large card is defined but never used. I'm not going to fix this in this branch because I want to get this branch merged, but I'll go ahead and open that. We can include that with the next branch. Yeah, there it is. We'll get rid of that. It's an easy fix, low risk. Okay, so this is looking green, looking green, looking green. Let's merge it in. So now I can resume 374. And this will be called years of experience and 3 skills, UOE and top skills. Okay, so we got this new branch. We're going to get rid of the remove the unused import. Now we'll set this upstream. And this will eventually close 374. Okay. The feature here is searchable candidate, years of experience, and top skills. All right, so we have this pull request. And make sure localhost is running. I think I shut down localhost. Yep. So npm run dev. So localhost is running, and now it's Composer's time to shine. So I'm going to control P laterally, fuzzy type Prisma. All right. And we have this profile data. We have the profile GitHub. So I can add the profile top skills. Profile top skills. Which is going to be a string list. Okay. We'll also say has open to networking. Open to networking. Has open to networking. See, that's kind of weird. You would think if they have a public profile, they're already open to networking. Otherwise, like, why is their profile public? So I think the better thing to talk about here is not whether you're open to networking. It's more like, what do you want to talk about? So let's do top skills, and then we'll say profile top networking, networking topics. Or networking reasons. Yeah, we'll do top skills and top networking reasons. Let me format this file. Cool, got the format there. All right, top networking reasons, top skills, and then years of experience is the other thing. I'll do current job title. Let's call this profile. Profile current job title. Profile current job company. Profile we'll also say has open to relocation. So their job title, their company, and their years of experience. Let's go ahead and sort these. And then they formatted automatically. Good, I like this. So the feature here is more profile fields. More profile fields. David, welcome in. Elliot, what's going on? Consider tapping the like button so the algorithm will send the video around. Thank you in advance. Okay, so here I'll npx Prisma generate npx Prisma db push. And I'll check on my other screen that should have created some user fields. Top networking reasons. Yep. There it is. Looks good. Okay, so the schema update is done. Schema update is done. Now we need to update the settings page. So here's the settings form wrapper. And then here is update settings. Am I using Zod in here? Good. I want to be using Zod. Let's add user settings. Here's the update settings mutation. Good, and now I want to be able to update more stuff. Has open to relocation. What were the other ones that we did? Profile, years of experience. Profile, years of experience. And that should be a number. Oh, I did that as a string. My fault. Profile, years of experience. Want that to be an int, and I want it to be a nullable. I want it to be a nullable int. Oof, I might have messed up my DB. Let's see what this does. The column will be dropped and recreated. This will lead to data loss. Yeah, but it's only one column, so that's okay. Let me go make sure I didn't just wipe my user table. Oof, I actually had a quick panic attack, but I was selected on a different table. All right, so we're good. And this was called profile, years of experience. Profile. It's an int4 now. Good. We're updated. So this is fix year-OE as integer. All right, and now we come back over here. And we say years of experience. No, it's just or null. Profile job company, profile job title. Good. Has open a relocation. Profile, years of experience. Current job company, current job title, top networking reasons, top skills. Let's go. This is so good, dude. Now people in the community are going to be able to network with each other and understand reasons for reaching out. Like, hey, I want to do a practice interview. Or, hey, I am looking for new opportunities. What are going to be some other reasons? Hey, I would like my resume to be reviewed. Hey, I'd like my portfolio to be reviewed. Hey, I'm just interested in meeting people. Just like generically meeting people. Okay. What's up with this stuff down here? User subscriptions. Oh, bummer. Got some type issues there. String or null is not assignable. Okay, so it should just be like undefined. Are none of these nullable? Come on. Some of these are nullable. Name first is definitely optional. So should I be calling? Yeah, I should call it optional instead. I should call it optional instead. So instead of nullable, we want it to be optional. We want it to be optional. Does that make this guy happy down here? Let's go ahead and grab highest degree while we're at it. What's up, Ash? Welcome in. So we got laterally, Prisma. Let's go down here. Profile, years of experience. Profile, highest degree. And we'll call that an optional string. What you coding? We're making a job platform. MPX Prisma generate. MPX Prisma DB push. Cool. So we're making a job platform. Let me show you production right now. So we got laterally.io, right? This is the current production. You can sign up for free. Link is in bio. You can join the Discord. So let's say that I log in. And now I'm trying to have a recruiter look at my profile. So we go to community, we say browse profiles. And this is what I'm trying to enhance. Because currently, if I'm a recruiter, this doesn't tell me much. It's like, okay, these people are open to work. But what are their years of experience? What are their skills? What is their highest degree? And that's if I'm a recruiter. But what if I'm a peer? What if I'm Ash and I am like, well, what else can I do to like network with these people? It'd be good if their profiles are public, probably they're down to network. Like maybe I can just like email Paul here and be like, what's up? But maybe it would be better if I had like reasons to network. Like what is he interested in talking about? Job opportunities, resume review, portfolio review, meet and greet, like casual meet and greets for no apparent reason. So that's what we're adding. That's what we're adding. Make sense? Let me know if that makes sense. Cool. So npm run dev. We got highest degree now is added. Like a LinkedIn for recruiters. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. In fact, recruiters reach out to me on LinkedIn all the time. And if I'm not interested, I send them the list of the Laterally community. I'm like, hey, check out, some of these people are looking for work, so check them out. And that's how I got the recruiter feedback. Like, hey, thanks for the list, but like, it's not that helpful, you know? And the features that I'm implementing were actually requested by recruiters. Okay. So here we got years of experience, current job title, and what else do I want? I want the highest degree. Profile highest degree. There we go. We'll jump over to the LinkedIn. Here's the Zod schema. Add in the highest degree. And now I will sort these. And now I will sort E through name. And I don't want to sort this next bit because you see it goes multi-line. I can pull it out. Like, that's fine. That way we can get all these into single liners. That would be good for readability. Yeah, now they're all single liners. That's great. Oh, thanks for, what is that? Is that a dolphin? Thanks for the dolphin, Ash. Appreciate you. Consider throwing some likes on the video. That'll help the algorithm send it around. What language? This is TypeScript. So you can see this is a .ts file. Let me zoom in a little bit. You can see it better. All right, so now we have the mutation. This is the backend code. We're doing full stack development today. So we updated the data model. We updated the Postgres database. Now we're updating the backend code. Feet update the update setting schema. Okay, so we updated that code. Now I need to actually update the UI form. I need to actually update the UI form as well as the get settings. Yeah, so let's do the get settings before we go over to the UI. So we're going to get this stuff has open to work, has open to relocation. Yeah, see, it's here. Did I just need to bust that cache? Oh, it's recognized it as a Boolean, but it's not showing up here. Yeah, it's not showing up here. Define the settings output schema. Yep, okay. So we just got to do similarly over here. And I can pull some of this out and call this const settings schema, or like base. Okay, we'll do that as the settings schema base. It's going to have email, backup, and Stripe. Email, backup, and Stripe. Yup. Yes, it does. Email, backup, and Stripe. Cool. What about name? First and last. Basically, the subscriptions, I think, are going to be the difference here. Has in-person event interest. Yup. We're going to go for all these H's, as well as name. Really all this stuff. Really all this stuff. Okay. So interesting. So let me undo that. Let me undo that. It looks like the get is everything in the update. So the user setting schema, this is called the update setting schema. So this is going to be user get setting schema is .extend. Cool. Thanks for the follow. Over 150 likes. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Okay, so all this stuff goes, and then it's basically whatever we would update with, as well as their ID and the subscription. And that's kind of crazy that the update schema doesn't have an ID. I thought it would for sure. Okay, yeah. Okay, so the ID comes in on the session. We don't trust it out of the form. That makes sense. That makes sense. So the net effect here is that I drop lines of code in the file, yeah? We're down 20, boy. Let's go. You love a red line. You love a red line, bro. Don't tell me you don't. What about this? Settings. Null is not assignable to string or undefined. Where's the null? Email, string, email, email. Does it matter about the emails? Because they should be optional is the issue. String or null, string or undefined. Okay, I did it again. Profile highest degree. String or undefined. No, it's string or undefined. What are they mad about? Okay, because it's supposed to be string or null. All right. And let's trim it. Let's trim it trim it if you got it. Trim it if you got it. That seems to be the common pattern here, eh? All right, so this looks good. Who's still mad? Profile, years of experience, number or null, number or undefined. Yeah, this one should be nullable, not optional. I think. Let's go see. Number or null. Number or null. Okay, so it looks nullable. Profile highest degree. Are we going to go back and forth on this? I really don't want to go back and forth on this. So what's the deal here? The deal is that when we go to update it, the form, from the form perspective, it's optional, but from the database perspective, it's nullable. That's the deal. Okay, that's the deal. All right, so the update setting schema, these items will be as in the form, which is to say they will be optional. As in the form, they will be optional. And then when we go to get, then they're going to be nullable. Am I thinking through that correctly? I am not sure if I'm thinking through that correctly. Yeah. When we go to get, this is the part where it's like, hey, that's not undefined, bro. Okay. So years of experience, it's going to be optional. All this stuff is optional. No. It could just be an empty string. It could just be an empty string. So let me grab all these fields, paste them down here, and the question is going to be, are you optional? And if you are optional, I'm going to keep you and I'm going to make you nullable. Cool, now settings is happy. Well, why is this guy pissed off? This guy's pissed off because I'm missing a few things, I think. Cool. All right. Sort all those lines. Good. So now the get and the update And we're still netted, oh, we gained a few lines. We gained a few lines now, but that's okay. Why don't I just destructure the user? Because I don't want all the fields. That's the reason I'm doing that. Yeah. Some stuff I don't want to disclose. That's why I'm doing that. For example, the user's password. Yep. So I could put out a list of like fields to select or something like that. And that would maybe consolidate the code a bit. But I think this works. So this is feat user get setting schema.